Good morning and welcome back. Each year, as April 15th or tax day approaches, individuals start to grumble about tax burden and, more importantly, how middle class and lower class taxes should be lowered and the taxes on wealthy business owners should be increased. The truth is that the frustration surmounting regarding this topic is probably due to the fact that they don't really understand. One of the topics that comes up often in election years is increasing the taxes on the wealthy. And the truth is it doesn't really matter if you increase taxes. Generally, it's going to be across the board and it doesn't affect the wealthy. That's not because the percentage isn't increasing. That's solely because wealthy business people often take advantage of various tax strategies that can help them reduce their taxable income and increase their wealth. So there's a number of important strategies that many of these successful business owners use, but may not always share with the general public. And it's also things that they generally do not teach at the collegiate and graduate level in business school. So how are the rich legally slashing these taxes? Here's the game-changing strategy that could save you thousands of dollars, and it's all about spending money at the right time. Generally, businesses buy more raw materials or invest in building more, whether it's inventory, machinery, facilities, or infrastructure, right before the end of the year. The reason for this is that they want to bleed off any profit and lower their taxable income by purchasing what they need for the following year right before December 31st. Wealthy business owners use this tactic to reduce how much they pay in taxes, and it's all about making the books look like you're spending more than you actually legally earned. So here's how it works. Raw materials, inventory, and supplies are needed for your business. So why buy them now as opposed to later? Well, if you're going to need them at the beginning of the year and you've made a sizable profit this year, then why not reduce the amount of money that you're spending on taxes and divert some of that to the things that you're going to need to operate the following tax year? The truth is that assets aren't taxed, only liquid profit is taxed. And all of those expenses are deductible, meaning that they're able to spend on what they need and save on taxes. So instead of spending money on taxes, they're spending their money on things that they need for the business. Big equipment and machinery and capital investment can all be written off to take advantage of the bonus of depreciation, which will allow them to receive significant deductions on the current tax bill. So you get to use it as a deduction on this tax bill, and there's a certain number of years, depending on the item, that you can roll out the depreciation over to reduce those taxes. For example, if you're talking about fleet vehicles, generally they give you 3 years to write that off. So this is how wealthy owners are consistently reducing their taxable income. They know how to manipulate their profits and loss statements, and they do so to take advantage, legally lowering what they owe Uncle Sam. So imagine this. Instead of paying high taxes on your profits, you're investing the money back into your business and creating long-term value while keeping your tax bill lower. AKA, you're driving revenue for subsequent years by reducing your tax burden this year. So here's the catch. Most people don't know about this strategy and the fact that it exists, and they don't know how to use it effectively. Business owners with fewer resources don't always have the cash flow and the flexibility to be able to take advantage of these tax saving opportunities. But for those who do, it's a must-use tactic to keep more of what they earn in the business. So if you want to start taking advantage of this, it's time to get strategic with your year-end spending. The takeaway here is that the key to lowering your tax burden isn't just about making less money, it's about using your resources wisely, making the right purchases, and timing those purchases perfectly. Are you ready to outsmart the tax game like the wealthy? If so, start implementing some of these ideas. Till next time, stay safe, sell smart, and win the war.